here. We're here, we're here, we're here. Starting the aisles. Full cart. Hello and good afternoon. It is 12:11 and I'm already back from Trader Joe's with the whole day left. Whoa! I'm gonna do a haul of what I got from Trader Joe's. Not gonna lie, I was just expecting something different, but experience was good. I'm gonna share what I got because I'm excited. First off, I got baby's breath, but colorful baby's breath because they're like my favorite flowers and I've never had the colorful ones, so I thought that'd be kind of cool. And then I put everything away. I got these like Pop-Tart things because when I wake up early, I don't like eating, so I thought having something that's just there would be nice. And then I got dried mango because I feel like it looked good. And then I got the famous like oat creamer that I'm really scared I'm gonna really like and then never be able to get again. Organic roasted red pepper and almond pesto sauce for when I make noodles and pasta, because I might just get bored of having plain butter noodles, but who can ever get bored of that because it's so good and delicious. Cookie dough for me and Avery and Sammy for like a movie night or something. And then this I just picked up for dinner tonight because it's fancy and I haven't had like a fancy dinner really in a while. So as for now, I'm probably gonna go to a coffee shop just to sit in, at least to get out of the apartment and do some homework. And then the Eagles play tonight, which I'm really excited for. So I'm gonna watch the Eagles game and have a good end to my 3-day weekend. So I sat down and then it started raining. I don't know if I'm gonna go to the coffee shop. It's not raining too hard, so I can just bring my umbrella. Maybe I'll do that, but I need to stand up first because I was not supposed to. Oh, also look at my baby's breath. Just kidding, right there. I'm eating my chicken and rice, and I have a big glass of milk because I like plain milk. And then I'm watching The Covenant, which is slowly becoming one of my favorite movies. We watched it over my Christmas break. I needed to watch it again because when I find a movie that I like think about it, so I have to rewatch it. And that's what I'm doing now with The Covenant. I'm watching it. It's amazing. It's such a good movie. So if you want to watch it, I strongly recommend.
No fears. Change speed or stop on the dime.
And so far, the tackling for the Eagles.
Hello. It's Tuesday night. I didn't film legitimately anything today because I didn't want to. Sorry. But now it's Tuesday night. I thought that since I didn't film anything today, I would explain what's on my mind. Because lots of things have crossed my little brain today. I first off watched the game last night. As you could probably see in the previous clip, I was severely disappointed in the Eagles. It's like they were trying to lose and Jason Kelce is retiring, and that literally, I was going on tour today and someone told me that and I could have cried in front of everyone on that tour because I was so upset. So that's the first thing. Second thing that stems from football is I have a growing irrational fear that the NFL is not scripted. staged, because I saw a video of this guy explaining that the Super Bowl logo predicts the teams that go to the Super Bowl. And then I just keep thinking, like, how do they know? Like, yes, there's statistics that go into it, but how do they know? And it just terrifies me, because the last thing I would need in this life is to find out that the NFL is somehow, maybe not staged, but influenced, maybe? I don't know the word for it. But that's been my fear. So every time I watch a football game, I'm like, I need this to be real for my sanity. I know I had something else. My mind has been very busy today. For dinner, I had my protein pasta, and then I added the pasta sauce on top of it, which was really good, but I didn't put enough of the pasta sauce, and I was too lazy to go back and put more on. So I know it'll be good the next time I have it. Hello, guess who didn't film at all today again? Me. Sorry guys, because I still feel awkward, really awkward filming at school and in front of people, even though literally people watch these videos. I'll just summarize what I did. I woke up, didn't have anything except like a little meeting for my job, and then I went to sit in the library, and then I caught up with some of my friends, Anna and Rachel, and we did some homework together, and I had my class. It's a long class, but it's really fun. And then I sat back in the library and then went to Lux 12, which is the digital branding agency for the school. And now I'm here. My friends Rachel and Anna and I were gonna go to trivia tonight at like an Irish pub in downtown, but it's 21 and up, so could not go to that. But now I'm back here. I already ate dinner. I had pizza at Lux 12, so I'm not hungry. I have a few things. I think last night I said, or I described my, oh man. Oh, we're good. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna talk about is soccer. They're probably like, Katie, why are you talking about soccer? Where in the heck did this come from? I'll tell you. Spring semester is when the soccer IMs occur at my school. Last year, I was on the IM team with my friends, and then halfway through the season, my knee was dislocated. So I couldn't finish the season, but also around last year was when I removed myself from my friend group for reasons that I will not get into. And so I was like, who am I going to play soccer with? Because I still want to play soccer, but I don't want to be on their team. So then one of the girls who I work with asked me to be on her team. So I joined her team only to find out that they're like soccer players. Like one of them is on a professional soccer league. And I played soccer in high school. I'm on a soccer team, which I'm excited about. And I don't have to worry about like the people on the team, but the skill level of this team is so much more intense. Maybe I'll dislocate my knee again and not be able to play. Just kidding. The second thing, classes have been going okay. I don't have a lot of work, which is nice, but I feel like I'm being really lazy because I'm already ahead in one of my classes. And then my online wellness management course, I literally just do on Mondays and I'm done for the week. So I don't have any of that. And then the project in my law and ethics class, my partner and I literally have the last day. So like our presentation or our mock trial is the last day of classes in April. So we don't have to start working on it until March. My campaigns class for advertising technically starts tomorrow because we're getting our teams tomorrow. And I'm terrified because we didn't pick our teams. And I have like 4 people who I want to work with so badly, but we can't pick each other. So there's no way of knowing who I'll end up with. Also, I really want to get a cat, but I can't get one because Finley, and also because I don't live at home. So if I have breaks at school, I can't take it home. But the idea of having an animal here is so comforting, and I really miss Finley. Good morning. I woke up and I did my devotional. I was gonna go on a walk, and then I woke up and I was like procrastinating getting ready to go on a walk, and then I was like, oh, I can just do a Bible study. So okay, and I just finished like the little Bible study. It wasn't that long. It was, I don't remember her name. I don't think I looked at her name, but I'll put it like at the bottom somewhere so that all credit goes to her because I did not say this, she did. I'm struggling a lot being at campus and having to live at school while also going through a breakup and having to stay away from him at such a small campus. I hate how I see him living his life and like how he sees me living my life because it's such a small school and we can't do anything about it. But there's things that I have to see that I don't entirely love or enjoy. And so the devotional / Bible study thing was not looking back and don't look back and being open to change and not falling back to the familiar, which is so hard because I'm still living partially in what was familiar to me, which was a lot. And I have to like adjust my schedule. So there's something on Sunday nights that I love entirely, but he goes to it, so I might have to give that up. And just having to move into a season where everything is new and everything is different while also still seeing everything that was familiar to me. I'm just entering a season of significant change, which is exciting, but it's so scary and it's crushing. I'm just struggling with looking ahead at what's to come because there's so much hope in my heart, and I'm getting confused between if it's hope that I'm committing to the Lord or hope that I'm just holding on to when I shouldn't be, if that makes sense. And I want to expect the Lord to do big things because he's God and he can do everything and anything. And like, I don't know the exact verse, but it says, ask and you shall receive. And so I can ask him boldly, knowing that he'll move for things, but also remembering that I have to hold it with open hands. And that's been really hard because I have such a large hope in my heart for my future, but I also can't hold God to that, and I can't place him in my little box of expectations because he's bigger than that, and he has something so much greater than I could ever fit him into. And like she said in her video, he will not remove something without replacing it with something better. And I feel like I've had so much removed from me these past few months, and I'm so afraid of trying new things because there's almost nothing that was familiar to me still in my life. And I don't know if this is making sense, but this is where I am. This is my little mental state and going forward. And I just wanted to share that because obviously it's my life and part of my testimony, which I'm excited for, but I'm having a very hard time not looking back. I'm having a hard time letting go of difficult emotions and anger and frustration, and having to trust that like everything in my life right now is so intentional, even though it really, really hurts and is really, really confusing. But God is a big God, he's a good God, and he's doing all of this strategically for a reason, and all he asks is that I say yes and I don't look back, which is really hard. I'm gonna go to the library now and hopefully see Anna and Rachel, and I have my class, and I have another class, and then I will be back here for the night. Yay! Want to hear something funny? So today I looked at the weather and it was just cloudy. There was no sign of rain, and it was kind of sunny this morning-ish. And so today I said I'm not gonna bring my umbrella and I'm not gonna wear a rain jacket because I'm wearing a sweater. And today's the only day that it's like consistently raining. So I'm walking back after my class because the shuttle stopped and I have no way of getting back except walking. So here I am. Hopefully it doesn't start pouring, but I'm on my way back to my apartment. All right, so join me in the chronicles of Katy still not filming, but sharing her thoughts at the end of the day. So that's what I'm gonna be doing while I pace back and forth in my room trying to figure out what I'm doing. So I did a Bible study, felt great, genuinely had a great outlook on the day, and ready to just do that, but to the day, just wreck the day, crush the day. And then I had my class and it just didn't go the way I was hoping for, and basically I have a project that I have to do for the rest of the semester that isn't with the people I wanted. It was like the class that I thought I would kind of like break out of my shell and be able to have fun in, and now I feel like it's just gonna, I don't know. So I'm a little bit disappointed in that. Got out of that class and went back to the library to do some more busy work until my next class at 4, and then things happened because it's such a small campus where it just hurt. And so my day has gone not entirely how I'd hoped it would go, but I know that it's still good and it's still fine. I just have to reframe it, which is something I'm working on. I went to get like a vitamin water in between my classes just to have something to sip on during my 4 o'clock class. I drank it and my heart is like thumping and I'm a little bit out of breath and I have a hole in my heart. So funnily enough, I have to call and make an appointment because I'm no longer under the pediatric cardiologist because I'm turning 21. So I have to be at the like normal human cardiologist. And so I have to make an appointment for that, but I don't want to make an appointment. I don't want to call and figure out insurance. I'm trying to track what makes my heart thump. And so far it's this, sometimes coffee, and just randomly. Next order of business, it's 6:05. The bonfire that I was gonna go to last week was rescheduled to tonight at 7:45. But guess what? It's raining again. So I don't know if it's happening. I also don't want to go, but I know that's just me trying to cave in on my goals. I know I'm gonna have fun if I go. It's just scary to try something new and to meet new people and to be around people who I'm not familiar with. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner because I'm not hungry. I had a bagel and this made me full. So I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. I have work that I technically need to do, but I don't want to do it. So I might watch a movie. Whew, what a rush. Whoa. Also, I saw Dexter laying in his normal little spot in the rain, and I felt so bad for him. He was just a little circle chocolate chip. Yeah, I tried filming, but it didn't work. Woo. Guess what I did? I went to the bonfire and I had fun. I now smell like smoke and my hair is wet because it started raining, but I don't care because I had fun and I got out even when I didn't want to go out, and that's progress. Yes, I did it. Yay!